Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are new here, I am Deborah with Deborah's Blue Tarot. The blue is for my football team. Hail to the victors, my Wolverines. Go blue. The blue is for my political persuasion. I am a Democrat. A progressive one. More progressive than I've ever been in all my life. And I'm old. And I've been voting for every election since I was 18 years old. And I mean primaries, dog catcher, not that I want anyone to catch a dog, but you understand what I'm saying. I. So I hope you've had a good day today. And I am going to have dinner in just a little bit. I'm going to pull a few cards. Let's do a kind of a vibe on the felon, who is, as I see it, not very long for this world. Could be wrong. Could be right. I hope I'm right. Spirit. Oops, so sorry. Spirit, am I right about my instincts about the felon? Yes. Spirit, is the felon not long for this world? Yes. I know you're probably wondering, why are you using only one rod? Well, then there's no, what's the word for it? Debate over whether or not I'm moving my hand. Because it's the only hand holding anything, okay? So, pendulum. Oops, excuse me. Dowsing rod. Spirit. Spirit, are you with me? Ooh. I really do have the chills. And it's like 80-something out. My goodness. Okay. Spirit. Is the felon 45, about ready to take leave of his job? Yes. Let me ask an obviously no answer, okay? Spirit, is the felon going to run for and win re-election? No. He's not even eligible. You can't re-elect someone who didn't get elected, number one. Number two, in theory, this would be a second term. However, he didn't win either one of them. So, Spirit, am I right about the winning of the terms for felon 45? Am I right? Did he not win either 2016 or 24? Yes, I'm right. Okay. So let's pull some cards on the D-bag we call Felon 45. Hopefully you heard that. This is for entertainment only, YouTube. It's just me, my cards, and my energies. Okay. I'm going to pull 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. As you can see, they're face down. This is my Tarot of the Divine deck. It's kind of got both a Native American or perhaps an Asian influence. I can't really say. Okay. So, let's pull some cards on the felon, okay? Nine of Cups, Ace of Swords, Knight of Wands, King of Wands, Seven of Coins, or Pentacles. The Nine of Cups is a card of pretty much having what you want. You can see she's holding a diamond in this hand. She's got many cups to drink from. She's got everything she ever wanted, apparently. Except the Ten of Cups. The Ace of Swords. This is the card of truth coming in. You see the rope? This is reflecting a spider web. That is what we're dealing with. It's not just Felon 45 and his like USA connections and stuff. This is a spider web that is worldwide. And this sword cuts both ways. And this is the sword of truth. It is the Ace of Swords. That's a really cool expression of this card. And it is cutting right through. The Knight of Wands. Knights are generally protective to the realm. This one has her wand in her hand. And she's holding on to the ram, let's call it, that she's riding. And riding really, really fast. So her movement, with the wands, of course, is speedy. This is a young person speeding away. This is the King of Wands. The king is not in the picture. Very interesting. However, this bird is apparently, this bird is the king, as this card's telling it. But the King of Wands is a powerful king with a lot of action and a lot of movement, things going on, information coming, bringing and coming in and leaving, going out, a lot of information. Very informative, lots of new knowledge from this King of Wands. Seven of Coins. Very interesting. Seven of Pentacles. I have to look this up. I'm blank. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so this is rewards for hard work paying off. Very interesting way of expressing it. One has the mouth covered, the other has the eyes covered. Mouth and eyes. See no evil, speak no evil. Okay. Four of Swords. This is rest and repose. This can be a card of unaliveness, or it can be a card of rest. Just plain old rest. As you can see on this, let's call this an animal of some sort. There's rope tied around him to restrain him. So this is a card also restraining this animal. Whose eyes are closed. Okay. Spirit. These cards that I have below the pendulum right now, you should see them. This is a supposed reading on the felon. Does this interpretation that I've given match what you had in mind, theoretically, for the felon, that he will ultimately become unalive as the truth comes forward? That's a yes. Thank you. Spirit, I'm asking a question with one rod, okay? I'm asking if these cards that you see before you were appropriate for a reading on the felon, who is in theory, my theory, not long for the planet. Would you agree? Yes. I'm going to be using one pendulum often. Then I don't hear any of the, you were moving. I saw you moving. Okay. I'm going to put these away. I'm going to go to my Osho Zen. And my question is, will we, those of us in the U.S., and of course our friends across the globe, will we rejoin with our allies once we have removed the felon and his entire clan from the White House? Yeah, I know I said it. I just said it. It is so hot outside. Hi, Boo. Hi, Boopy. Hi, my baby. Hi, baby. Hi. Did you eat? I know. I'm going to play with you. Yes, I will. Of course I will. You want Mommy to brush you? You want brushing? You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to do your nails and a trim of your fur. Okay. Whoop. That did not go well. Let's do one more. Okay, big one. Spirit. Am I correct that the Lotus Queen will be stepping into her power before the middle of September, or perhaps the end of September? Am I correct about the Lotus Queen? I'm not taking these cards. They just fell out because my hands were too relaxed. Yes, boo. Yes, boo-boo. I know. I know. Can I finish this up? And then I'll play with you. I'll have my dinner, too. Will the Lotus Queen be where I suspect she will be before the October month of 2025? After things are cleaned up, reorganized to some degree, and people are in place in all the proper departments, like the three-letter groups, like the Pentagon, etc. The outsider. Locked out at the gate. She was locked out at the gate. This is a number 5. 5 weeks would be, today's the 13th, so the middle of August would be 4 weeks. The last bit of August would be 5. I don't see 5 months. What month would that be? Let me just ask. July to August, August, September, September, October, October, November, November, December. It's possible. Will the Lotus Queen take the oath before the end of 2025? Yes. Will the Lotus Queen take the oath on or before October 1 of 2025? Yes. So it's more like the 5-week, but not 5 weeks, but maybe 5 weeks. I don't know. We'll find out. Tuning in. That's a 4. Transformation. 13. It's going to take, is it going to take? Okay, wait. Let me ask this question. Spirit. The card that you see below me is called the card of transformation. The number on the card is 13, which just happens to be how many districts we have in the U.S. And currently, the SCOTUS, some of the justices have 2 districts because there are only 9 of them and 13 districts. Yes? Okay. Clear, please. Will there be some additions to the Supreme Court to, as we say, pack the court up to the number 13? Okay, that's a yes. It's just a feeling. I might be wrong. Silence. Is there silence in the realm? Aloneness. That'd probably be why it's so silent. Guidance. You see the figure of this woman flying? This one and this one here. She is being guided. Not necessarily by the other figure, but she is being guided. Politics. I don't even have to look at this card anymore. I already see it and know what it is. So this has a snake, a bird, a mask, a hideous face, hiding who he really is. 7. That's more in line with my timing, but my timing may be irrelevant. Sorrow. Yeah, a lot of people will feel that way. Look at the bald eagle. Look at the bald eagle. That is America. Possibilities. There you go, Mr. President Joseph Biden. This is your card, sir. The card of possibilities. And the bald eagle. The dream. The rebel is leaving. Out. Okay. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. Come on now. Oh, for the love of Creator. Creator. Spirit help. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right. I am going to pull an oracle card for entertainment purposes only. For entertainment purposes only, YouTube, as you know, for you guys. I just left this deck out. This is my Prism Oracle. You guys have seen it. Even today, earlier today. Let me remind you, I will be on Sheila Celtic Tarot on her channel. Not live. My mistake. I wanted to be on live, but that's fine. So it'll be a recorded video of Sheila and I. And it will probably last less than an hour. Because she, like Linda, likes to get in, get out. That's fine. Funny, when I told Linda that I did a 2-hour live, she looked at me like, what? was funny. You had to be there. I was there. Let me just give these a little roll. This is a sideways. That's why you're not hearing the shuffling sounds that I personally, like many of you who have shared this with me, I love this. Okay. This is for you guys. We're at 25 minutes. Consciousness. Stay within your consciousness, but meditate for peace. Meditation for peace. Consciousness for alertness. Isolation. Look at the color. So this little orange, or ideation. I'm so sorry. Ideation. The creating of a new idea. An ideation. This is a new idea. In your consciousness, rest. Interesting. Two sides of the coin. Consciousness and rest. Awake, rest. One more. Isolation. One more. Sweetness. That's from me to you, my sweeties. Okay. I am going to close this out for tonight. I am sending you all so much love and light. Yes, this is my boyfriend, Mike. And I double-checked the sound before it came on with the sound feature on my MacBook Air. Sending you so much love, peace, kindness, non-frizzy hair. Don't forget to stay safe. Be about your business. Don't be a jerk in public. Even if you are one privately, just don't be a jerk in public. And treat your children well as your partners or spouses. Be kind. And I got cut off before I said, peace. Peace out.